Well, hello team, welcome. We are live again and it's awesome to be here. And we've got a brand new computer here, so there's all kind of weird things happening. I think there's comments on the screen that I didn't know were going up there and everything, but anyway, we'll deal with it. Welcome. It's Thursday Q&A with me, Phil, here at Digital DJ Tips. Now, for those of you that don't know us, we are Digital DJ Tips, biggest DJ school online, also the authors of Rock the Dance Floor, the biggest book on how to DJ over on Amazon. We have 22 and counting DJ courses that you can take to improve every aspect of your DJing. But this, today, here, is all about your questions live. It's unedited. It's all like literally happening right now. So anything you want help with now on your DJing, watching this, that's what I'm here for. You just ask away and we'll do our very best to help you. The controller we've got set up today is the Pioneer DDJ 1000 SRT, the Serato version of the DDJ 1000. So you can ask controller questions, you can ask him questions about your music library, about your techniques, about playing out, promoting yourself. You choose what you want to ask me and we will help. So I'm going to head over to the comment cam and just say hello to a few people early on. Lots and lots and lots of you saying hello already, so good to have so many of you here. Hi to DJ Black Eagle. So many regulars, it's good to see the regulars here. I have to say, if you are watching the replay of this and thinking, this looks like a show, I should have been there, hit the notify button, hit the follow button, hit the show posts first, do all that stuff so that you see it pop into your feed when we go live. It's much more fun live. Stuff always goes wrong. We are live, by the way, on YouTube. We're live on our Facebook page, also on our Facebook group. We're live on Mixcloud, on Twitch, and also, well, no, I actually think that's it, but that'll do. Hello to DJ LV2D, who's just joined us on Mixcloud, saying it's too hot to work where you are. All right then, the first question we've got in here is from DJ Brandon. So let's get DJ Brandon on the screen. Hello, DJ Braden, sorry. DJ Braden says, hey Phil, what DJ pool is best for mobile DJs? It's a great question. So the DJ pools, if you don't know what a DJ pool is, people, a DJ pool is a service for professional DJs, but professional is used quite loosely. If you are a DJ and you have played a gig or two, you can join DJ pools. They are set up so that you can join them and then you can download regular music as much as you want by paying one monthly fee. The monthly fee can be $20, $30, $40, $50 a month. But once you're a member, you can download everything you want from them. They tend to specialize, well, they do specialize in new music, although some of them are starting to get older music now. The reason they specialize in new music is they grew out of what was called promo pools. And a promo pool, back in the day when everyone had vinyl, they would send you vinyl because they knew you DJed in a certain club or in a certain town. They'd send you vinyl ahead of time from record labels and from promotions companies, and you had to play it in your club and if you liked it, and then fill in a sheet, a reaction sheet they were called, saying how it went down, what you thought of it, and you had to fax those. Remember fax machines? You have to fax those back to the record label or to the promotions company. And these digital download pools grew out of that. Nowadays, they're just basically a place where you can get modern upfront music. It tends to be commercial, you know, dance, hip hop, Latin, R&B and that kind of thing. But nonetheless, you can get DJ versions. So they'll have an intro and an outro that you can easily mix and stuff like that. Acapellas, clean versions, easy to find. So that's what download pools are. Now, there's a lot of them that you can choose from, but the ones that come up again and again with our audience and that our audience tends to use are the following ones. BPM Supreme, DJ City, Promo Only, Zip DJ, and I think that's the main ones out of our audience anyway. So BPM Supreme, DJ City, Zip DJ and Promo Only tend to be what most of our audience use. A lot of them will give you a month's free trial or something, so you can go and have a go, and if it doesn't work out, then try another one. But they are worth looking at if you are playing at least some gigs and you need a regular supply of music. That will help you. All right then, so hello Hot T on Mixcloud, who says, wow, it's Phil live. Phil taught me to stream live. Hot T, I'm very glad to have taught you to stream live. So thank you very much for joining us. All right then, so more of your questions. This is Q&A live with me, Phil, at Digital DJ Tips. We're here to help you, so you just ask away. Charlie just says, hello fellow DJs and my man Phil. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you too, Charlie. It's great to have you here. All right then, so keep your questions coming in, people. DJ Adrian Hargan, sorry, Adrian, I'm trying. DJ Adrian Hargadon, right, I got it. I knew I'd get it in the end. How to get more work when there are so many DJs. Put your own events on, Adrian. No one is likely to book you when you are just out there hustling for work among all the other DJs. The best way to get bookings as a DJ is to put your own party on. Hire the smallest bar, the smallest corner place. Get somewhere that holds 20 people. Get 10 people there. That's a success. And put it on again next month and the month after, and then big yourself up. I'm a promoter, I'm a DJ, I run this night. Tell everyone. Once you've got something to talk about, and then guess what? You outgrow that bar, you move to a 30-person bar or 40-person bar. You'll start to get bookings when people see that you can attract an audience on your own. That's business. If you want to be paid for DJing, that's the business. You've got to be an attraction in order to get paid and get gigs. So the best way to do it is to put your own events on. Most of the DJs I know who are successful have at one stage early in their career promoted their own event. So that's my biggest tip for doing this. Promote your own event. So Dave is adding in iDJ pool through Virtual DJ, helping DJ Braden there. So Virtual DJ has got direct access to the iDJ pool. So there you go. If you do want a streaming pool, of course, there's also Beatport Link, BeatSource Link, which are also in Virtual DJ. They're also in Serato and DJ Pro and Recordbox. So, lots of choice there as well. All right then. So the next question, and I'm scrolling through them live. This is from someone on our Facebook group who says, what do you think it will take for virtual DJ to be more mainstream and club friendly? It's a good question. And it's one I was chatting to the virtual DJ boss about recently. Now, my view, and this is just my personal view, is that virtual DJ is kind of a victim of not having a name that sounds real. It's in the name, virtual DJ. There's just something about it that I think turns off, if you like, real DJs. And I said, why don't you call it VDJ Studio or something? And he was like, well, I don't think that's the reason. I think the reason is we've given away millions of free downloads, and it's just got this reputation as the first DJ software that people use and stuff. I don't know. I think virtual DJs come a long, long way. It's certainly more than capable of being used in clubs. I just think that Serato and Traktor got the edge on club DJing, and then Recordbox came along, and Recordbox, because it came from Pioneer, and Pioneer have got all the equipment in clubs, they had a way of getting in, if you like. So I think all that meant that there wasn't really room for another piece of software. But virtual DJ is very strong among mobile DJs. It's very strong among karaoke DJs and video DJs. So I think every piece of software has its niche. Traktor's got a niche among electronic DJs, DJ producers. Serato's got a niche in the hip hop community. Virtual DJ, as I say, karaoke, mobile, and Recordbox is becoming the club DJ's software of choice for that reason, because they've got all the gear in the clubs. But it's really interesting that you say that. And the answer is I don't know, which is why it's interesting. I love questions I can't answer. Nigel says, Phil, is there a small controller with effective gain staging, jogs, and compatible with DJ Pro on iOS? Right, to start with, any controller that's class compliant, and most nowadays it's compatible with DJ Pro on iOS. You just need to plug it in and you need to map it yourself. And that said, that DJ Pro on iOS has got a lot of mappings built into it already. So it could just be that it's already built in. But let me go to our equipment shed over here. Well, it's not really a shed, it's just a big shelf. I think the best small controller is this one. It's the Roland, and I'm pretty sure it's class compliant, you'd have to check. The Roland DJ 707M. It's made for mobile DJing, hence the 707M. It is, like, if you want to buy a small phone, because you just don't want a big phone, you can't get one with all the stuff in it, right? Because they're just cheap, rubbishy little things. That's the same with DJ controllers until the Roland 707M came along. That has got more functions on it, as in like useful functions for DJing, gain staging, multiple outputs, the ability to put equalizers over different outputs, to save your settings as a scene. So if you have certain settings for a certain venue, you can press a button and they all come back again. That is a very, very, very good controller. And it is the smallest controller that gets anywhere near doing that stuff. And you would be able to map it for DJ on iOS as long as it's class compliant, and I'm sure it is, but don't quote me on that. So I hope that helps you, Nigel. Kevin's just looking forward to the session. Awesome. I'm looking for a controller with effects in the mixer. Any recommendations, says Chris. So by effects in the mixer, I guess what you mean is you want external effects, like you can plug in your DJ decks and your CDJs that aren't on your software and still use the effects. So what you're looking for is any controller with, it's got to be a standalone mixer as well. And off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure the effects over here on this one work with external sources. So yes, I am sure, just reacquainting myself. So on this controller here, we've got our effects here. Yep. But I am 99% sure, and I'm never totally sure when I'm put on the spot about these things, but I know I'm 99% sure that they work through all the inputs as well. So you could plug record decks in and use it. In fact, they do. They work through all the inputs. So you could plug record decks in and use the effects down here on the DDJ 1000 SRT. This is the Serato version, or on the record box version, the straight DDJ 1000, definitely. So there's just one example of a controller that does that. And I'm sure our wonderful audience will help you more with that, Chris, over on our Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, help Chris out with controllers that have got standalone effects, please. That'd be awesome for you. All right then. Are there more DJs mixing without being in key? Is that okay at some point? Right, let's talk about mixing in key. Mixing in key is a tool, not a rule. And it's just one way of many of matching the next track with the currently playing track. You should always choose the next track based upon what's going on in front of you on the dance floor. What's the right song to play next for those people? What track will take them where you want to take them to? If you want to play a certain track in 3 tracks time, what track should you be playing now to get closer to that track? And all those kind of questions. Not whether it's in the same key or a compatible key. That's not what it's about. If you find the right track to play next and you get it loaded onto the deck and you have a look at that key and you think, oh, it's in a compatible key, or you can use key sync to move up or down a note and it's then in a compatible key, then go for it. Then it's your chance to really show off and get a really nice harmonic mix going on. But don't use key as a reason. Don't use it as a rule. It's only a tool. There's other tools, BPM, energy level. There's all the effects you've got on a mixer. There's just straight old manual beat mixing. There's layering the music so that there's nothing in at least one of the songs that's got any musical information in it anyway. If you're playing a track that's in the key of A minor, but the bit you're overlapping with the other track is only drums, drums don't have a key. It's only when the bass line kicks in, or the keys, or the pianos, or the vocalist, that the track actually expresses the key that it's in. So it doesn't matter if you're mixing a track that's in a different key over a track that's in another key, if the only thing that's going, the only musical elements really that are crossing are the drums. So just don't use key mixing as some kind of like, I've got to do it or I'm not a real DJ. It's not true. The best thing you can do is, there's 2 things. One, record all your sets and listen. Did that work? Did it work when I did that? If not, how could I have made it work? That's the best way of improving, not trying to key mix everything. And 2, our course tutor, Laid Back Luke, says something that I think is the best final word on key. I said to him once when we were filming some tutorials, Luke, what is your philosophy on key mixing? He's a producer, he understands key, right? He said, well, you know what, Phil? If it's in key, I'll do a nice long mix. If it's out of key, I'll get out of there quickly. And I think that is the most healthy way to approach key mixing, right? So it's a really good question. Thank you, Rhythm Vidal, for asking that question. All right then. So Black Eagle says BPM Supreme is very limited and doesn't update as much as I expected. I still think I think it's okay, but I might try something else. Okay. Jamie says promo only is best for radio edits. We're talking about our download pools, of course, our DJ pools here. What software do you recommend for Spotify and Beatport integration, says Paddy. There is no such thing as Spotify integration in DJ software anymore. It's gone away or going away in the next week or so, and that's the end of it. So there's no such thing as that for Spotify. Beatport works on, off the top of my head again, Recordbox, Virtual DJ, DJ Pro, and also Serato. So you can use Beatport on all those pieces of software. All right then. James, this is wonderful, by the way. Thank you very much. Hit those likes if you're enjoying this, and please do share this and follow if you want to come back and do this again sometime. I'd appreciate that. James says, is there anything else you need to download before plugging in a controller running on Serato in your laptop besides downloading Serato? Not normally nowadays. You used to need to get drivers if you were on Windows, but I don't think you do need that anymore. We use Macs here, so I can't be sure. But no, you just download Serato, plug in, and you're ready to go. All right then. David says, I find it useful to have at least 2 record pools depending on your needs, alongside buying from the normal shops, which is a very good piece of advice. You're never going to get everything from one record pool. So Vernal says how to go live with clean sound. I have the DDJ 1000 SRT. It's a long question, Vernal. It's not something I can answer quickly here. I mean, basically you want a good audio interface between your controller and your broadcast computer, or there's a way of using the USB cable that's already plugged into your controller. As long as you're broadcasting live from the same computer that you've got your DJ software on, there's a way of routing that internally. You need to use what's called an audio aggregator, but I can't go into that here. It would get too technical. We've actually got a course coming out in the next few weeks called DJ Live Streaming Made Easy, and I know some of the people here are on that course. So you keep an eye out for that, and that would help you more if you're serious about all areas of DJ live streaming, not just getting the music to sound nice. Colin says, do you think Denon will bring a firmware upgrade soon for their Prime hardware that will feature beat source and beatport? They seem to be the last to add those features at the moment. Yes, they are. It's coming, is the best I can say. We haven't got a timeline on it, but it's definitely coming. How much do you expect Apple silicone to cause problems with Rekordbox, etc.? I don't actually know what Apple silicone is. Is this something that's come out of the conference that's going on right now? So I've got no idea. DJ software will continue to work with Mac computers. I can pretty much guarantee you that, but I don't know about that. All right then. Hip hop, wedding and party DJ, says Alex. I have a Reloop 7000 and cut dicer and a Reloop mix beatpad 2. I'd like to possibly upgrade, and I think the mixer and the dicer is the weak link. Mixer recommendations. Wow, okay, so you've got a Reloop cut mixer and you've got dicer. So you want a mixer that's got built-in pads and stuff, right? Well, the new Reloop mixer, I can't remember what it's called now, the big Reloop mixer, I haven't got one here at the moment actually. The Elite, the Reloop Elite, you might want to look at that mixer. Our tutor, DJ Angelo, in the Scratch course, he helped to design the Reloop Elite mixer. And it's a very, very nice mixer with all those pads on it. So you might find that helps you because you're not having to mess around with the dicers anymore. So why don't you have a look at that? Let me know what you, what you think. Keith says, if you haven't done a video already, can you do a step-by-step guide for idiots like me on setting up OBS? It's in our DJ Live Streaming Made Easy guide course, Keith, which is coming soon. Yeah, we go into a lot of detail there. So I hope that would be useful to you when it comes out. Keep an eye on it. Hello everyone, happy late Father's Day, Phil, says DJ Lady Beats. Thank you very much for that. And all the dads in here, hit those hearts on Facebook if you're a dad. Let's have some fun on Facebook with that stuff. All right then, is it worth getting the Denon SC5000s now that they're discounted, or should we wait for the SC6000s? These are the Denon SC5000s. They're great devices. Denon has made it very clear to us that they're not discontinuing the SC5000s. They're just keeping them as a slightly less featured model alongside the 6000s. I think they will be supported for years to come, so I think you'd be safe buying the 6000s. The Sea Dog says, Phil, I've been using the Numark NV. I think it's about to fail. Considering the NV2 or the Pioneer 1000, which do you think is better? Well, the NV2 is a lot cheaper than the 1000. I'd say if you want traditional control over the effects in your software, then you want to go for the NV2. And I'll show you why. Let's go back to this controller here. So this is a Pioneer 1000 for Serato, right? The SRT version. The only effects on here are down here. They're effects that are very similar to the effects you'll find on a mixer in a nightclub, which is a very good thing. However, it's not a very good thing if you are used to the way effects kind of have been until now on DJ controllers, which is not down here. The way effects have been until now on DJ controllers is more like, let me just put this on top of here because it's got them on it, is more like, well, these are a bit different on this controller. This is the Roland one. But nonetheless, you get select for all three effects and you get a level and you get controls above the jog wheels, right? That's what we're all used to on DJ controllers. And the NV2 has got that. So what you're going to find is if you upgrade to the Pioneer DDJ 1000, you're going to find that it hasn't got that. So if you're used to dialing in your effects at the top here and routing them to different channels and having like 3 effects at once and doing all that clever stuff, then you're not going to like this controller because this controller is laid out in the club style with the effect here, and then you've got the effects on the knobs here as well. Personally, I think that this is better. I think the way the effects are controlled in software is not brilliant. It's never been intuitive for me. I prefer this. Of course, these are hardware effects as well. But you might prefer to have the old style of effects. So really, If you want the old style controller layout with the old style controller effects, stick with a more traditional controller. If you are happy with this kind of club look and club feel, then the SRT does very, very well. You know, it's a very popular controller because most DJs, it turns out, prefer that club feel. All right then, I hope that helps. Stephen, afternoon, thanks for all you do. You guys are great. On a positive note, I finally got a TRS to TRS cable, so live streams now sound great. We've been screaming about this for years. Do not live stream through the phone microphone. Get the right cables and stuff. So I'm glad you did that, Stephen. Hi to Mike. It's always good to have you here. He says, Big Popper Phil in the house. Is there a way to record your live stream without recording yourself on the mic? It's a great question. And there is, if you plug a microphone into your laptop. So let's say you're streaming from the same laptop that you've got your DJ software on, right? You can get microphones that will plug into the little microphone socket on the edge of your laptop. iRig do one called the iRig, just called the iRig microphone. And then you use that, and then you don't plug a microphone into your DJ controller. And then you can hit record in your DJ software and it will record. In fact, a lot of the time you can hit record in your DJ software anyway and it will record without the microphone. Sometimes it does, so try that. That's the easiest solution. But the solution we use is plugging a microphone into our laptop, and then in our broadcast software we mix that microphone with the input coming in from the DJ controller, and then we can choose to record just the DJ controller that way. But great question. This is Thursday Q&A live with me, Phil. I'm going to stay here for about another 10 minutes just answering all the questions that you've got. DJ LV2D on Mixcloud says, last year Denon surprised us with Engine Prime. I see a lot of advantages with standalone gear, but recent announcements such as DJ and Virtual DJ 2021 with the stem separation, if you haven't seen that on DJ for iOS and on Virtual DJ now, you can actually use the EQs or separate sliders to take out the vocals or take out the instruments or take out the drums or have just the vocals or just make an instrumental. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, DJ LV2D is saying, you know, recent announcements like that have kind of got me thinking again, will the standalone brands be able to catch up? Well, they've got the computing power in their units to do it. And it just remains to be seen, doesn't it? So yeah, watch this space. All right then, so this is awesome. I'm really enjoying answering your questions, people. Do keep them coming in. Obviously we can't answer them all, but my team will get to you on YouTube and Facebook and try and answer your questions afterwards if we can't answer them live. So lots of people loving Virtual DJ, by the way. So just Alex, one of the people there loving it. All right then, so let's just try and find something a little bit different. Which is the best DAW, which is a digital audio workstation, in other words, what you make music on your computer, to work with Serato? Well, interestingly, you know, most people go for, this is from Leslie, most people go for Ableton Live. But if you want to work with Serato, I think you should have a look at Serato Studio. It integrates really nicely with Serato and will probably work quite nicely with your hardware and controller there as well. Have a look at Serato Studio. I think it's $1 a month at the moment for your first month. Yeah, I'd give that a go. You might just find that is all you need, and it certainly works. It's very nicely integrated with all that stuff. So, all right then. Live music stream. Good name. You'd expect this person to know what is being shared here. No good going live on Facebook or Instagram as they cut you off. YouTube is better and Vimeo is best of all. So Vimeo, yes, you can go live over there, but of course you're going to be struggling to find other DJs and it is still technically illegal. The best places to go live, we would say, are YouTube and Mixcloud Live. Mixcloud Live doesn't have the audience, nowhere near, but at the same time it's totally legal. So if you can get your audience over to Mixcloud Live, like for instance, let me just give you our numbers so you get an idea. There's currently 36 people, hello, 36 people over on Mixcloud watching this at the moment. But on the other platforms, we've got like 120 on YouTube, 140 on Facebook, 160 on Facebook actually, and about 20 on Twitch. So, you know, we only went live on Twitch when lockdown came just to do it. So hello Twitch people, you're the elite here. But you know, you can see on Mixcloud Live, even though we've got a presence there and stuff, we're getting about a quarter or a fifth of the people we've got on the other platforms. So, but it's legal, especially if you're broadcasting music. So, yeah. All right then. Does anyone have any experience using the Behringer UCA222 audio interface to record sets? Brilliant little audio interface. It will work really well, James. You've got a good audio interface at a bargain price there. Lots of you asking whether Denon are going to bring out Auto Mix for their Prime 4. Oh, sorry, no, that's Auto Mix. I was getting it confused with stems mixing. I don't know. It would be nice to have it, wouldn't it? Because it does get used a lot by mobile DJs. And I think Auto Mix would be a good thing. I actually don't know the answer to that. I'm going to make a little note about that. I will ask them next time I'm talking to them. It's a good question. Do you think Serato Virtual DJ Record Box will eventually be implemented in the Denon DJ Prime 4.2 Go and future similar releases, making laptops a thing of the past? I don't think Serato is ever going to be on anything other than a laptop. I just don't. It's just laptop software. So no, I don't think so. I think laptops will always be there. Some people like them, some people don't, and that's the way it is. All right then. So let's move on and try and find a question that I can help with. Keith, good morning, Phil. My headphones keep going really low when I DJ. I bought new headphones and that's not working. Help me, please. Have you tried turning up the control on your... I mean, it's a silly question, but have you just tried turning up the headphone control here? This is where it is on this one. This is the volume for your headphones. That ought to control them. And also the Q mix or the Q master should be on Q. That should give you really loud headphones. I've never seen a pair of headphones that turning up that level will not make them loud. So it's all I can think of. Obviously you've tried that, but that's all I can think of. All right then, so Bobby, same question, same answer. Roland 707M. Basic for professional with pro sound output, mic EQ gain, jog wheel pitch, etc. It's small and lightweight to carry around. So I would recommend that one fully. People are recommending the Traktor S4 Mark III. Yes, another good controller for that as well. All right then, so I have a DDJ SX3 and it works great. Is there really a need to upgrade? No, stick with your DDJ SX3. It's still a brilliant controller. I don't. All right then, so a lot of you talking about sync and whether it's worth using it. Sync is a great tool. I use it all the time, but I do think you should learn to manually beat mix as well, because that explains to you, it's like or only learning to drive with an automatic transmission car. You really ought to be able to do the gears yourself if ever you need it, right? And it also lets you understand more what cars do, is my take on that. I think every DJ should learn to manually beat mix. All right then, so the next question, this is just talking about the key mixing thing. It's all about what's going on the dance floor. It's good advice. Obviously don't totally key clash, but you can mix between keys and tempos if it's going to work and keep people dancing. I agree completely there. All right then, so lots of you saying that as well. Good to know that you're of the same persuasion as me on that one. I love key mixing. You know, if you're DJing a mixtape or even a live stream where you can't see the audience anyway, and you're busy enough with the comments and stuff and checking your live, you know, if you're DJing that kind of set, prepare it. Check all your mixes are nice and smooth and they're all key mixed. That's fine. You're showing yourself off at your best then, right? But for live gigs, nah. It's just not. It's not the most important thing. Tim says, thank you for making this Q&A. You're welcome, Tim. I've just started making my own trance music. I'm excited that I'm incorporating these into my DJ sets that I post weekly on Instagram. My goal is to become a club trance DJ. I'm wondering if there's any more I can be doing to put myself in the best position for that. Producing your own music is a great way of doing this stuff. You're already doing it, Tim, so I'd say just stick with it. Keep doing what you're doing, but also promote your own events. You know, it's what I've said a little bit earlier. Oh, you're talking about the Apple changes. So the code word, or the word that someone used earlier that I've completely forgotten. I'm now putting two and two together and working out that it's Apple ditching Intel CPUs and making their own based on the ARM architecture. So I was reading about that the other day, and they say they probably would say this, but they say it's pretty much child's play for all modern software to switch between Intel processors and the forthcoming ARM ones. So I don't think there's going to be any issue with that. Why is your comment box out of focus? Says Graham. It's not for me, and I don't have any idea. Someone else tell me if you can see an out of focus comment box. I have a producer question, says Tep Tep. Is it necessary to have an audio interface to connect to studio monitors, or can I plug directly in with a special cable? To have an audio interface to connect to studio monitors. Not really sure what you're asking there. Sorry, Tep Tep. I don't know the answer to that based on what you're telling me. So if anyone can help Tep Tep with that, maybe he can, he or she, I think, can share some more on YouTube. Maybe you can help him in the comments there with that. All right then. So Jose says, hi Phil, I'm glad I decided to trust the services you offer. I wish I'd trusted you earlier. You guys are for real. Thanks. Oh, you're very welcome. Loads of you can't wait for the new Apple. Oh, the new Apple Oh, silicon or silicone, right, okay, I get it. That's the word they're using for the new chip. Right, I'm totally up to speed now on that. Is there a suitable flight case for the DJI SB3? Yeah, there's loads of them. Odyssey make good flight cases. Depends where you are in the world, really, as to who's making them and supplying them. But you can get the hard cases, but also I do like the soft cases. Some of them are pretty sturdy. And I like the cases from Magma, UDG. Both of those dudes make good cases. What is the name of software that normalizes all your MP3s that I downloaded to Serato? There's a piece of software called MP3 Gain. MP3 Gain, which is open source. You can get it for Mac and Windows, which will alter the volume of all your MP3s to get them as loud as possible without distorting. There's also a piece of software I love called Platinum Notes, which does more than that. It kind of remasters and cleans up the tracks as well. Either of those will do that for you. Guys and girls, I've really got to go. I've got another lesson very shortly, which I need to prepare for. One or two more questions. Lee, DDJ 400 is out of stock. It seems like forever. Would it be safe to buy Newmark Platinum or Pro FX or Hercules 500 for a beginner? Both brilliant controllers. You'd be very well. You'd have a great time with any of those controllers, either the Newmarks or the Hercules 500. They're all wonderful. So, all right then. Do you think clubs will start using controllers as standard and move away from CDJs and mixers? No, I don't ever see that happening. It's always going to be CDJs and mixers. I've tried live streaming a lot lately. Unfortunately, the neighbors keep objecting. Well, you've actually written live screaming there, so that might be the reason. No, I'm only joking. You don't have to stream loud. When I live stream from our balcony, I don't do it loud. It looks like it's loud because we're all dancing and stuff, but it's just on a little speaker. We don't want to upset the neighbors either. Yeah, I would absolutely love to keep answering questions, but as I say, I really have to shoot. So guys and girls, I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know if you've enjoyed it in the comments. And I will see you again a couple of times actually recently. On Sunday, I'm doing a mix 15 minutes from now. So wherever you are in the world, look at your clock. 15 minutes from now, I'll be doing a mix on our YouTube channel and also on Mixcloud Live. So you come and join us there if you want to see me playing some house music. No idea what I'm going to be playing yet, which is always exciting. So that's on Sunday. And I'm back here next week on Tuesday at the same time, just around 45 minutes ago, about that time. And also the same time next Thursday as well for another Q&A. The Tuesday sessions, by the way, are always about a theme if you're new to this. So we'll talk about something going on in the world of DJing. We probably have equipment to look at and stuff. And it's that kind of thing. The Thursdays are more just open questions. So that's how it works. So we're done, folks. Thank you very, very much. As I say, all the questions that I couldn't get to, my team will get to as well. Del Sang says, thanks as always. Geo Bro says it was informative. A brother named Sherm, thanks for the knowledge, Phil. Thank you to Keith and Shane. Jamie says, I finally got around to watching one of your balcony live videos. Oh, it's great. I'm glad you did. I hope you enjoyed it. And all the audio for all the live streams I do is on my Mixcloud page, by the way. So if you just want to hear me mix, go to mixcloud.com/Phil Morse. There's quite a few of them piling up there now. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, everyone else who is saying thanks. All that's left for me to say is get good, get out there, make the moments, and I'll see you again. Well, hopefully on Sunday, if not next week for one of these sessions.